This is just a short little ramble today. So I've seen a lot of statistics on Instagram lately about cloth diapering, about disposable diapering, about landfills, about the costs or the not costs, about the health impacts or the not health impacts. And sometimes I really want to share these. I think that they are really great and awesome statistics. The problem is when we talk about stats in an industry which is full of so many variables, which if you've been around the Cloth Diaper Podcast long enough, you know variables and different things is the name of the game around here. It's hard. And every study that looks at cloth diapers versus disposable diapers has some sort of inherent flaw with it. We, like the latest study coming out of Britain earlier last year, 2018, it really suggested that cloth diapers and disposables were on par with each other when you considered one child. Perhaps the biggest flaw in that study was that they were looking at relatively small wash cycles, that you were washing a small amount of diapers and drying them in the dryer. And that was they needed to standardize things. And how do you standardize things in such a wide variable space? There are people who wash full loads of diapers, and there are people who never use their dryer, and there are people who always use their dryer, and there's people who purchase only organic cloth diapers, and people who purchase cheapies, and people who do this, and people who do that. There are so many variables that when we look at statistics for cloth diapers, it's hard to really even pinpoint what an average is. The same when we look at statistics for disposable diapers. There are people who excessively coupon. There are people who buy only compostable diapers. There are people who buy high-end diapers. There are people who can only afford to buy the packages at the drugstore, and they can't go to Costco or Amazon because they don't have a credit card to order online. There are all sorts of experiences when it comes to disposable and cloth diapers that it's hard to really commit to any statistics. And as much as I would love to jump on the statistics bandwagon, I really struggle, because there are disposable diapers that cost less than 10 cents a diaper, and there are disposable diapers that cost 55 cents a diaper. There are cloth diaper stashes that cost $50 and cloth diaper stashes that cost over $1,000. There are all sorts of variables, and you can do it any way you want. And I think that's the most important conversation we should be having when we're talking about cloth diapers versus disposable diapers, is that you can make it work for you, whatever that looks like. And don't get caught up in the numbers game, because when we look at the stats, who knows what the stats are telling us? The stats are, for a large part, inherently flawed. We don't know a lot about the disposable diapering manufacturing process. We also don't know a lot about cloth diaper manufacturing from brands that are less than transparent about who they use or what they use. All these variations really do drive for a lot of problems. And I think when we own numbers too much, and when we say this is the way it is, it brings out the skeptics too quickly. It can be really easy to say, oh, you're going to save a ton of money while cloth diapering, and then somebody picks apart how you forgot to include the detergent costs. This is not a numbers game. This really is a personal decision that you need to make. And that's why I've been trying to skirt away from statistics, but it still happens. But I understand that everybody should be, and you are skeptical of statistics. And when you look at a stats or a study, or somebody tells you something, it's okay to question them, and it's also okay to be like, fudge off. I'm doing this because this is important to me for these reasons. And stats, mats.